Hey everyone, welcome back to Warhammer 2. We're jumping into another free-for-all battle. I am playing the Lizardmen again. I brought a number of Tyrion riders this time to try them out, and some skink skirmishers. So I'm going to be a bit more skirmishy now in this battle. So let's have a look at what our enemies brought. So we've got a frontliner skink cohort from our other Lizardmen. And he's brought some Croxagors to back them up. And also a Feral Stegodon and a Feral Carnosaur. So he's brought quite a lot of large as well. And then he's brought some Saurus Spears at the back. So a bit of anti-large there as well. And he's got Crocar not on any mount, just as he is. Okay. So Spear Infantry Crocar and a Saurus Scar veteran just on foot. Okay, over here, our Dark Elves. They've got some Dark Riders, Shock Cavalry. I end up chasing them off with my Pterodons at the start. And they've got Black Alt Corsairs, a War Hydra, a line of Dread Spears, and then a line of Dark Shards, and some Blackguard and Nagarond at the back to defend them. Why the heck did... Oh, okay. The other guy put skink skirmishers in the center. Ah, that's interesting. And then our... Whoa, that's a really weird army composition. Our Night Elf bought 3 Star Dragons and a Princess on a Star Dragon. And that is it. Okay, she had a very weird combination. Let's get into the battle, see what happens. So, I see these Dark Riders coming in down through the bush there. So I end up bringing over my Pterodon Riders to chase them off. And I decide to go and turn and face the Dark Elves. The other Lizardmen end up moving towards the middle, and the High Elves just sort of sit there. I really want to see what those High Elves do. As you can see here, I decide to use my Pterodon Riders to chase back the Dark Riders, and then I end up bringing them round behind. I could have won this battle, I believe, if I didn't end up wasting their rock drop bombs, because I did not realise that you don't target the rock drop. As soon as you press it or go to use the ability, that's when they drop it. So I end up wasting that in the bushes over here when I start coming around. But as you can see here, the Lizardmen is splitting off 2 ways. One to take on the High Elves. Not sure what the High Elves were thinking. And then here comes our first confrontation. So we've got the Dark Shards over here. Oh, and he's caught me. That's not great. I didn't see that. Okay, that's how I end up being absolutely obliterated. Where's Malekith? Oh no, it was the Sorceress, Dark Sorceress, that did that. Trapped me. And then end up using the Dark Shard, I think it's called. Or a Doom Bolt, something like that. I end up retreating those. And as... Oh, you didn't see, but I did end up dropping my bombs in the bush, which I didn't mean to. But these Pterodon Riders are actually pretty darn good. You just need to get them into taking out any anti-air like these Dark Shards. Needed to go and take them out straight away. My Saurus Old Blood and Saurus Scar veteran get into the War Hydra and absolutely end up owning him. And unfortunately, the Orange Lizardman ends up charging in from my left, which does not help me in the slightest. I end up using my rock there with my skink priest effectively. But if I'd been able to use all of these, that would have gone a long way. I could have flown them over here and just obliterated all this. Malekith, oh no, the dark... Where's she gone? Can't find her. Ah, there she is. The dark sorceress ends up using blades, wind blades? Winds of blades, blades of wind, something like that, down on my Saurus warriors, and that ends up shredding them quite significantly. But this army charging in from the left definitely did not help me. Oh, so the High Elf just left. Okay. That was definitely interesting. My Bastiladon back here does end up doing a decent amount of damage to this grouped up cluster over here, I believe. I eventually get him targeting on that. Eventually. Unfortunately, the War Hydra did come back. But I end up getting my Saurus Old Blood and Saurus Scar Veteran on into them. Oh, why did my Bastiladon target him? I thought I was targeting them. I know I do eventually end up retargeting on them. And then we've just got an all-out free-for-all here. Lizardmen on the left, me in the front, Dark Riders on the right, Dark Elves on the right, sorry. And my Saurus Scar Veteran and Saurus Old Blood do end up annihilating the War Hydra, and he's running off broken. So hopefully he'll run right off the battlefield. And then I can start getting into the Lizardmen on the left here. Unfortunately, they did have a lot of anti-large, which was not great with all these Saurus spears. My Pterodon Riders have almost run out of ammunition, which does not help me. Yeah, there we go. Now my Bastiladon engine is finally getting into it. But unfortunately, my Death Shroud, or whatever it's called, from my Skink Priest with beasts was not quite enough to take this big clumping cluster out. If I'd been the Dark Elves, I would have chucked Blades of Wind into this pack here and just annihilated them all. Ah, the War Hydra did come back. Damn that War Hydra. Okay, so full-on battle now going on between the Lizardmen and me. Two lots of Lizardmen. As you can see, the orange Lizardmen are coming out on top because they did end up charging in from the sides of both of us. My Bastiladon engine is now firing against the Hydra once again. So you do have to kind of micromanage your Bastiladon engine, unfortunately. And I, in the heat of the battle, forgot about that, and he ends up targeting his area effect damage on a War Hydra, which is not really what we want. And then he just ended up having too much left over for me to take out. As you can see here, I've only got my Bastiladon left, a couple of Pterodon Riders without any ammunition, so they're going to have to come down and attack from the ground. And my Saurus Old Blood, because my Scar Veteran ended up being taken out by the War Hydra and a mixture of other Lizardmen. Saurus spears mainly, I believe. So as you can see, this is almost over. It was fairly close, but I just didn't have enough left to take out the lizardmen that came charging in from the left. I did give it a good go with my Flock of Doom. Multiple casts down on this mass group over here. But because of them being such low unit count, like Cruxagors, it didn't quite do enough damage. If it was against these skink skirmishers, it probably would have done a little more in taking them out. The higher unit count, it does better against. But as you can see here, Flock of Doom being cast once again, but there is just way too many Saurus spears. Nice little look at the Skink Priest up on his Pterodon. My Skinks fleeing from the battle, and my Bastiladon trying to get through these Saurus spears, but not really having all that much luck, unfortunately. Especially with all of these still in behind. So free-for-all battles do tend to get a bit hectic, as you can see here, with the lizardmen charging in from the left. So a bit of luck involved as well. Anyway, that comes to the end of that free-for-all battle. If you'd like to send me any replays of your battles or join me in any free-for-all battles, just send me a message, and I hope you've enjoyed. I'll catch you all next time. Bye.